Hi everyone. You'll never believe. This is my second or third attempt. Here we go again. My name is Doris, and this is the Knit and Purl Podcast, episode 16, The Parade of Finished Objects. It is August 28th. You can find the show notes for this podcast on the Knit and Purl -doris.blogspot.com. And for social media, I am One Fine Cow on Ravelry and Twitter. I am One Fine Design on Facebook and Etsy. And I am Doris M. Smith on Instagram. This podcast has a Ravelry group, and that Ravelry group is called the Knit and Purl, P-E-A-R-L, podcast group. We have 26 members with one new member who is All That Cake Knit, who is Dorothy from Minnesota. Dorothy, thank you for coming and joining the group. You didn't introduce yourself, but I'm a stalker. I stalk those new members and find out who they are. So anyway, if you are a new member and you don't want me to announce who you are on my podcast, then you better introduce yourself and say, don't say who I am. Okay. Anyway, on YouTube, as of probably an hour ago, we have 66 subscribers. And I just want to say thank you so much, those members of the group and those YouTubers, for your continued support. Thank you. Thank you for coming back every week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you come back, if you have just started watching me, thank you. Come on in, grab soda, soft drink, your knitting, and come and sit down, relax, and listen to me blather. Hope you will gain some information, some yarn, some cool yarn that you might be interested in, or a project, or just some entertainment. August, K-A-L. We are doing an August K-A-L, and you have 3 more days. It's any hat pattern on Ravelry. The rules are you must be a member of the group to qualify for prizes. The project, the hat, should have been started on or after August 1st and finished by August 31st. 2 entries per person. No chatter on the contest thread. Chatter thread is available and is also price-oriented, so chatter away. Have fun. Make those hats. The prize for the knit-along is this 31 bag, which is like a wine carrier, beverage carrier. It's a thermal bag, and as Lisa Marie suggested, it could also be used. See, it's even got the little thing still in it. Could be used as a drop spindle and fiber bag carry along. There will also be another little tiny little gift in here too. So there's that. It's new, only fondled by me. That is the prize. Oh, it says in the progress note that you'll also get a set of my stitch markers. We have 3 entries already of some really awesome hats, knitted hats. Again, you have 3 more days to post your hats for prizes and as well as chatter for prizes. And for the month of September, October, I would like to do a shawl knit along of any shawl pattern that you want to do. I haven't really brought it up to the group, and I hope that you will join me in this. I plan on starting my freesia. I have a bag started ready for such a time as this. I have it ready. See, I have my yarn, my pattern, my needle. I'm just going to show. I'm so ready to start it. I almost started it last night, and I thought that wouldn't be fair. It's got to be started by September. It's a Freesia. Free pattern Ravelry by, not a free pattern, it's a bot pattern by Anna Barker. 4mm needles and this and DK weight yarn, but you know the pattern is adjustable for whatever your yarns. This is the yarn. It's like a heathered blue. The name of the colorway is Sky. It's a Perfection by Kramer yarn. It's 30% domestic merino and 70% acrylic. Colorway Sky. I'm ready. Joanne Springs Knit Spin Farm Bag waiting for me. Put that there. Okay. Yes, that's it. Like I said, I hope you guys join me on this. And that is all of the administrative stuff. So, no stash enhancement this week. I kept thinking there was something that I bought in the last 2 weeks since I didn't film last week, but there's not. So, the story of the week is the bull float trip I went on last week, and the reason why I didn't get to film last week. We survived. Wow. Getting my notes up here, so. And camping. It's the bull float trip and camping extravaganza. So the bull float trip. The Bull here in St. Louis is a country radio station, and this is the 12th annual float trip. This is our 5th time going. There's always something though. So this year, Ted decided we're going to get a pop-up camper, and we're going to have air conditioning. We don't have a site that has electric, so he's going to get generators that will run. So we both have CPAP machines. So that run our CPAP machines and the air conditioner. So let me tell you a little bit, back up a little bit. The Bull Float Trip, for $100 per person, you get, I don't have it, a fancy little name, a fancy little bracelet that you have to wear all weekend for anything that you do. You get a fancy dancy t-shirt every year. This is 2014 Bull Float Trip. Let me show you the back. I can't see if you can see, so I'm just gonna guess that you can. So, and you get to, there's concerts, Friday night concert, Saturday night concert. The big name was Rodney Atkins on Friday night, and I don't know, Saturday we didn't go because we were tired. And then a float trip. You float the river with a lot of people. It's like bumper to bumper people, and a lot of tomfoolery and craziness on the river. It was hot, not just hot. But we survived. And so Friday night after the concert, we get back to the camper, and we're going to get the generators turned on and get ready for bed. So we got the generator on, the air conditioner running. We go into the camper, plug in my machine, it's working. We plug in Ted's machine, shuts everything off. So after 30 minutes of trying to figure it out, I said, Ted, we have a battery and we have a converter. Let's just put yours on the battery and try to go to sleep. So we did that. We got everything going again. Got his on the battery, mine on, and we lay down, and it's cool and nice, and we're just falling off to sleep. What? Somebody's knocking on the door. I go to the door. What? You can't have the generators running in this area. You're going to have to turn the generators off. So we turned the generators off, opened a few windows, and we made it. I slept without my CPAP because Ted is more sleep apnea than me. So anyway, we made it. We had an enjoyable Saturday. We figured out a different way to sleep on Saturday night, and we came home on Sunday. But another interesting part is we bought a pop-up camper. Ted doesn't drive because he's blind. So I've never pulled anything in my life, but I did it. With his truck, it was very easy. The only thing I haven't done yet is back that sucker up. But I will. I think I can. So I'm going to. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So hopefully we won't have many more missed weeks. I'm going to try to film every week from now on because I hated that I missed filming last week, but there was just so much going on. So we'll move into the knitting now with the finished objects. Yay! Oh, first up for the August knit along. My hat is done. My hat is done. This is the garter ear flap hat pattern, which is a free pattern on Ravelry by Pearl Soho. I like their patterns. The yarn is Universal Yarn, it's a deluxe worsted instant print. It's called instant print, as you can tell why. So cool. I love it. I love the yarn. The colorway is 120/03. It was knit on my Addy Turbo size 7 8/8, and I knitted it magic loop, and I have a line up the back, and I'm hoping that sucker will block out. I don't know, but it's in the back. I don't have to see it, and I don't know what's going to happen with this. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know that this is my cup of tea, but I enjoyed knitting it. And another thing I just want to say, this was a little confusing. The pattern is not incredibly clear about which stitch, where you're supposed to place the stitch marker, and it was just a little confusing. I hope I figured it out. So, it's done. I think it's cute. And you won't believe it. I finished except for the buttons. My sweater is finally done. Yay! That's why I have room for the freesia now. Okay. The Garter Yoke Baby Cardigan by Jennifer Howell. Free pattern on Ravelry. The sweater is knit. The purple is Leading Man Fiber Arts. DK yarn in the Royalty colorway. The pink, which I added because I didn't think I didn't have enough yarn of the Royalty, is and this is Superwash Merino, the Leading Man Fiber Arts Royalty, and I love it. I love that yarn. Love it, I love it. And the pink, which I also love, is a Barocco Vintage DK, 50% acrylic, 40% wool, 10% nylon in the color 21108. It was knit on US 4s, Addy Turbos, 40-inch circulars. And the only thing left, I already did the, woven the ends and everything. I just have to find some cute little buttons to put on here. I just do 3 buttons. It's 3 buttons to top. And done! Yay! And I decided to use the pink instead of the Leading Men Fiber Arts, and I'm so glad I did. I think it accents it so much better. So much better, I think. I think it turned out lovely, and hopefully Sophia will be able to wear it this fall. I think I can probably block it to fit her. So happy it's done. And I had some fiber that I finished. Just keeps getting better and better. I actually got 234 yards of this. This is the BFL and Sparkle in the colorway Lady Godiva. From yarngeekfibers.com. I had two 2-ounce braids of fiber, and I spun each and then I applied them together, and I got 234 yards. I'm so happy. It's still a little thick and thin, but for the most part it's pretty even. And my plan for this, okay, I have a question for you spinners and dyers, okay? I'm going to try to show you this, how it spun up. It's pretty thin. Well, I'm very happy. But, okay, I haven't washed it or thwacked it or anything yet because my plan for this is to Kool-Aid dye it. I don't know if I am supposed, should I wash it and thwack it and dry it and then Kool-Aid dye it? Please somebody help me, because I don't know. Or should, I thought, well, I don't need to wash it because I'm going to dye it, but I don't know. Somebody please help me answer the question, do I go ahead and wash it and thwack it and dry it and then dye it, Kool-Aid dye it? I need help. But this is like, I'm so happy. I'm happy with this. Very happy. And the last thing is only semi-yarn related. Let me put this back in my little bag. I made 6 sets of 8 stitch markers. And they're the kind with the beaded, the little bead ones. So I'm going to try to just do a fast little show you. And I tried to put like a one that was a totally different color so that you could use that as the beginning one. This one is more of a bronzy color with, just going to go fast because a lot of people don't really care for things that aren't knitting, but I like to make jewelry too. There we go. And this one is has a little bigger rings. So, and that's the pink set. That is all the finished objects. That's a lot. So, the works in progress. So we still have the washcloth, but we've made some progress. This is the washcloth designed by Michelle Mattingly called Wash Your Face Washcloth. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and the colors are the Cotton Classic, okay, and Cotton Classic 100% mercerized cotton. The green is the color number 3725. The pink is, and this was just my leftover green from the other one I made. The pink is 3446, And this pink, I changed my mind. If you watched previous episodes, it was a more brighter color that was a Patton's, but I had this and I like this better. This is, do I have it? Here it is. This is Cascade Yarns Ultra Puma Cotton. And the colorway is a pattern, is a number 3712. They didn't put that on. But this is it. And this is the color. And here it is once again. I really like this pattern a lot. I made it bigger because I need a bigger washcloth. So, really like it. I made a green one that's all green. And then here's my first one. I thought I would show you one after it's been washed and dried a couple times. This is according to the pattern. And this is the first one, and it's been washed and dried several times. So, the pattern really holds up well. The only trouble is it's little tiny. I use it for my face, but I like to use it for my body, so this one's more appropriately sized. You see the difference? I like a bigger washcloth. So, anyway, I wanted to show you that one since, you know, just in case. But this is, it's mercerized cotton. I like the pattern. It does, you know, there's like knit 4 rows, purl 4 rows. So if you don't really like the purl too much, but I like the patterning of it. Good scrubby edges. Okay, moving on. Hitchhiker. Little bit of work on the hitchhiker. Hitchhiker is a pattern, a bot pattern from Martina Bem. The yarn is one of my oldest sock yarn, from my first sock. And it is a Burnett sock, 60% acrylic, 40% nylon. The color is hippie hot. I'm knitting it on my 2.75 highest 40-inch circular. And here it is. I think I'm on, I don't know. I don't know what tooth I'm on. And there's where I was last week. So, or the week before. Not a lot of work on it, but I think I'm going to go to 55 teeth and say that's as far as it's going. I think I'm on 50 or 51. I don't know. But I'm ready to be done. So, you know how that goes. I'm ready to be done. So, I wanted to show you my first socks. From the same yarn. A lot of pooling. But and a lot of mistakes if you look really close. There's this mistake right there. And they're kind of worn because I wear them. I wear them a lot. In the wintertime, I actually used, this was the first time I used double point needles. I did a 2x2 rib and the slip stitch reinforced heel turned, gusset decreases, the toe decreases, and just a normal construction sock. Yeah, my very first one. So I wanted to show you that. My first pair of socks. Of course, I haven't got a lot of socks since then, but there they are. Okay. Put the hitchhiker back. And then I brought out something that's been hibernating since I finished the sweater. I brought out the poor vanilla socks that have been in hideaway, so hopefully I can work on them some more. When I have time to do my Fish Lips Kiss heel, this is what I've been putting it off for. They're both at this point ready for the heel. So I'm not going to pull the other one out, but this is a vanilla sock. I have a 2x2 ribbing for 2 inches, 2 inches of stockinette. Then I put the heel in, and then I do the foot and do the regular normal toe decreases, Kitchener stitch, and that. Plain and simple. But, okay. The yarn is Patton's Croix sock in the bramble stitches, or bramble stripes on 2.75 anti-turbos, 40-inch circulars, doing the magic loop. They're coming back out. They're gonna get finished. And that's all of my works in progress. I did say works in progress, right? You know. Okay. So now I don't have any spinning this week. I only have that Joanne Spring Knit Spin Farms fiber left. I need to go fiber shopping. I don't have any more. So anyway, enough of that. Now we'll go to the Pinterest finds, and I have more life hacks. So this time, some of the life hacks were kind of some that we've already done before. So I picked out the good ones, and we'll just kind of go through those. And this is from iFunny Life Hacks. Here's what it looks like. So you could probably go to Pinterest and type in life hacks, and you'll get this page. There's like 60 of them, and we're not going to take that much time. But I'm going to read some that we haven't heard before. Some of them, I didn't want to read because it was just like, something, I don't know, I probably will read it, but let's just see what numbers I picked. Number 3. Fold your receipt around your gift card to always know your balance. Number 4. If you want to download a YouTube video, just add SS to the URL between www and YouTube. I didn't know that. And number 5, use a spring from an old pen to keep your charges from bending and breaking. You see, it's got the spring up there by that. That was good. Number 9. It says, make a password into a gold of yours, something gold that you have. Make a password of that gold so that it's constant, okay, let me read it again. Make a password into a gold of yours so you constantly have to be reminded of it. Number 10, sugar can cure burnt tongue. I guess you put it on there. And number 11, when a friend is venting to you, sometimes it's better to stay silent instead of trying to give advice. Yes. Number 13, mosquito bites. It says, press a hot spoon onto the spot. The heat will destroy the reaction and the itching will stop. That's 13. Number 15. Have leftover coffee from this morning? Make coffee ice cubes they can be used to cool iced coffee without diluting it. Number 16. If a taxi driver asks if you are from around here, Lie and say yes. Sometimes they drive farther, driving up the price for tourists. Okay, number 21. This is kind of cool. It says, if you chew gum when you study a subject and then chew the same flavor when you take a test, it can help you remember. Okay. 24. If you bought something on Amazon and the price goes down within 30 days, you can email them and they will send you the difference. 25. A cure for headaches. Take a lime, cut it in half, and rub it on your forehead. The throbbing should go away. I haven't tested these, okay? I'm just reading the life hacks. Okay, 26. If you ever go to the zoo, wear the same color as the employees do. The animals will come right to you instead of backing away. 28. If you don't want to be embarrassed when buying something, buy a birthday card to go with it. Okay, 28. 29. Feeling ugly. Go sit in Walmart for 2 hours. You will feel a lot better. It's true. I mean, when I have to go pick up something, I look at my clothes and my hair, and it's like, just going to Walmart. It won't be that big of a deal. I'm helping you. If you feel ugly, just look at me in Walmart and you'll be fine. Number 30. On www.supercook.com, you just enter what ingredients you have and it tells you what meals you can make and how to make them. Okay. Number 31. What happened? Sorry. Number 31. If a disc is skipping, you can rub a banana over it to seal the scratches. Just remember to wipe the excess of the banana away before sticking it back in. That's number 31. Number 32. I'm not reading. Number 35. Getting nauseated from reading in the car. That's a question. You can tilt your head side to side and it'll go away. I have to try that next time I'm reading in the car. Number 37. You can heal a paper cut and instantly stop the pain with chapstick. 39. If you mess up a voicemail to someone, you can press the pound to erase and re-record. Number 40. When someone new is hanging out with you and your friends, call your friends by their name so the new person has a chance to memorize it. How nice is that? Number 54. Are you out of AA batteries? You can use the AAA batteries by filling the gap on the positive side with a small wad of tin foil. And number 60, if you address every challenge in life under the assumption that everything always works out in the end, it usually does. So that is life hacks. There were some that were repeats and there were some that just kind of made me nauseated when I read them. And kind of stupid, like the one thing, see if I can find it. Anyway, there was one that said if you ever get stuck in a car, If you're in the car, underwater, you can use the headrest to break out the window, and as you can see, I'm just kind of getting claustrophobic. So that just kind of like, I don't want to read that. Okay, moving on. More blathering. Sorry. We're moving on to the stumble upon, and it is, the title is kind of long. It's 50 people were asked to go into a room with balloons. The results, priceless. And it's kind of a story, and it's kind of, I thought it was kind of cool, so I'm just going to read it. So bear with me. And it just says, once a group of 50 people were attending a seminar. Suddenly, the speaker stopped and decided to do a group activity. He started giving each one a balloon. Each one was asked to write his or her name on it using a marker pen. Then all the balloons were collected and put in another room. Now these delegates were let in that room and asked to find the balloon which had their name written on. Within 5 minutes, everyone was frantically searching for their name, colliding with other people, pushing around others, and there was utter chaos. At the end of 5 minutes, no one could find their own balloon. Now each one was asked to randomly collect a balloon and give it to the person whose name it was written on it. Within minutes, everyone had their own balloon. The speaker began. Exactly. This is happening in our lives. No. The speaker begins. Exactly. This is happening in our lives. Everyone is frantically looking for happiness all around, not knowing where it is. Our happiness lies in the happiness of others. Give them their happiness, and you will get your own happiness. This is the purpose of human life. So to get your happiness, you give others happiness. I thought that was a good, good story, good analogy, however you spell that, however you say that. Anyway, I think we've come to the end of this show. So I say thank you so much for coming and watching and bearing with me. I hope you have a good rest of the week. Go subscribe if you haven't to the YouTube channel. Go join the group on Ravelry. Be a part of the group, and I'll see you next week. Bye.